Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before. Imagine tuning in to real-time discussions, expert analyses, and fan interactions all at your fingertips. Each platform offers a unique experience, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. We're not just sharing stories, we're creating a community of passionate sports enthusiasts. Join us as we dive deep into the evolution of podcasting, where every episode is a chance to engage, debate, and celebrate the world of sports. This is where your voice matters and the game never stops. Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before, where sports passion meets podcasting brilliance. I'm Mike, the Bear fan, and alongside Bill, the Packer fan, and our buddy Ken Catalone, we're bringing you an incredible lineup of 38 diverse podcasters. Each one brings their unique flavor to the table, covering everything from game analysis to behind-the-scenes stories. Imagine diving deep into the minds of experts who live and breathe football, sharing insights that you won't find anywhere else.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to WCFL DolFans Talk. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. Go ahead and get things started. Bring on my co-host, Mr. Johnny O.
What's up, Pop Paul? How are you, brother?
I'm above rounding up, right? That's about it.
Best place to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, so far so good for us, I guess. Doesn't look like Weaver might not be going anywhere, so that's good, hopefully. And from the article this morning, Jorge Callis, thank you for joining us. From the article this morning, looks like Calais Campbell might want to play another year and stay with us.
I hope so. I'll tell you what. I mean, being as old as he is, he still had a great motor, played well, contributed, depends on what he's looking for salary-wise, but I don't think he's going to go too nuts. So, hopefully they can get it done.
And then he just had a new baby, too, which was nice.
Yeah, it was actually, this weekend or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he needs a little extra money to take care of them babies.
Well, I'm sure he's got plenty of that, but you never know. I mean,
not like Tyreek Hill, he doesn't have that many.
Yeah. Christ, Tyreek had 5 last year.
He's got 11 or 12 babies with 7 different women?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, I know he had 5 last year, so.
Wow. According to the article I seen today, Tyreek wants to stay with us.
I said from the beginning he wasn't going anywhere.
Well, I didn't think so either. There's not going to be a team that would take the contract, first of all. Second of all, we're not going to release him because that would put us $59 million in the hole.
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, even if another team, they're going to try to work on a deal where Miami pays part of the salary, and who the hell wants to do that? If he ain't playing for you, don't pay him. So keep him here.
I mean, it is what it is. I know I say that quite a bit. Not everybody likes it, but things happen. I hope he gets his wrist taken care of, his hand taken care of, whatever is going on, and that he can have a better year this year because he missed a lot of catches this year.
Yeah, and I think a big portion of that was the wrist injury. Ball hitting his hands, he's not able to squeeze and hold it the way he should. I know the last game, the fourth quarter, he quit. A lot of people are mad. I was never mad over it. I'm like, it didn't matter. And then, like I said, if he went out there and in the fourth quarter and blew a knee out or something and had to miss all the next year, everybody'd be crying about that. How come he was still in there? Why didn't they take him out? You couldn't win the game. Didn't matter if you're going to the playoffs. So to me, I didn't care. I know there's a lot of people that were upset about it. I didn't happen to be one of them.
Oh, I'm sort of tossed between it. I see your point of view and I understand your point of view. My point is if the coach took him out, okay, that's fine. But him sitting out himself is like he gave up on the team and everything, no matter what.
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I see that point, but even if they came back and won the game, it didn't mean a damn thing because they still weren't making the playoffs, you know. So, you know, like I said, I mean, we lost Chubb in a game where we're down by 30 and he blows his knee out, and everybody's mad that he was still in there, and how come the coaches didn't get him out of there? If Tyreek blows out a knee in January, you know, he's not coming back until November, December. And then everybody be crying about that. Oh, you know, we could have won this if we had Tyreek. What if this? What if that? Well, now you don't have to worry about these scenarios.
No, I agree. You know, it's just damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, I mean, should he have quit on the team? No. I mean, you know, that I'll agree with, but the same token, he played all year with a hurt wrist, didn't complain, didn't bitch, didn't make an excuse out of it. Yeah, he dropped some passes, but, you know, he still went out there and gutted it out all year, so.
Just seeing a thing pop up just now asking, will the Dolphins lay low in free agency? I think we need to get a good free agent offensive tackle and maybe even another defensive lineman.
No, offensive guard. Tackle or right at. We need offensive guards.
Offensive guard. I mean, yeah. Offensive lineman, interior guard, or defensive lineman, or both. You know, just veterans that can, you know, coach our younger guys that we're picking up in the draft and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, come June 1st, we'll have money. We don't have much between now and then, so.
Yeah.
You know, unless they restructure some contracts or move some money around, then we will. But
I was just going to say that, you know, unless they restructure some people and move some, you know, make some changes here and there. So, how's work going with you?
Not bad. Can't complain. Work is work.
So you get talk things over with your boss on that other.
Yeah. We talked some, and we got to talk again, and you know, we'll figure everything out and get it done. So,
but it's looking good for you.
Oh yeah,
good.
Yeah. You know, so. And tomorrow I'm off, so do the running around, do all the grocery shopping, bring everything home, put it away, a couple chores around the house, get stuff done. So
yeah, I started a bunch of seeds for my garden. I got corn, green beans, tomatoes, cucumbers, some crookneck squash, a little bit of everything going. Started, so I got them started the other day. Some of them are starting to pop up.
Yeah, you guys are lucky down there. You can plant a lot earlier than we can.
Yeah, but the thing is, we have to plant early though because we can't grow as late as y'all can. I mean, we
yeah, because it gets too hot and.
Mm-hmm. It's tough.
Yep.
Tell you what, egg prices are going crazy.
And it's funny because, you know, I keep doing some research and over in other countries that are nearly as crazy as ours.
Well, they're not dealing with the bird flu over there.
I'm not so sure we are either, but that's just me.
Well, did you hear about the semi truck that got stolen with 100,000 eggs in it?
Yeah, I saw the picture of that.
Someone's like, "What are they going to do with 100,000 eggs? Sell them?"
Yeah. I keep seeing people making videos, guy walks up to a car, lady sitting in it, and he's like, "Hey, I got the cash." Or, "You got the product?" She goes, "You got the cash?" He's like, "Yeah." She reaches over, grabs a baggie with 6 eggs in it.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Could I get 6 more? "Oh, I got them, but you got to tell me ahead of time. You can't be doing this. Like it's a black market on eggs and stuff, but.
Well, that's where we're lucky. We have our own chickens lay eggs. We usually get about 5 or 6 a day.
That's good. That wouldn't be enough in my house, but that's good.
Well, it's not not that much for our house either. Sometimes we get 7 or 8 a day, but it's not that much for our house because we go through usually 5 eggs a day, anywhere from 3 to 5 eggs a day, depending on what we eat for breakfast. And we have one dog that gets egg in his food. So
yeah, we got the pups get eggs in their food. I eat 3 eggs every day. My son James that's home, he makes 3 eggs every day for himself. We need like a dozen every day.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get some more chickens in another month or two, and get some more eggs. Because we supply eggs to my 2 daughters and my mother-in-law at the same time.
3 months on wild hogs.
I mean, sometimes we get 7, 8 a day, and sometimes we only eat 3 eggs a day, and then other times we don't have any eggs for breakfast. So we're able to supply them with some, but we got to get more chickens because we've lost some to foxes around here.
Yep. Yeah, put an electric fence up.
It doesn't matter. They still get by. Foxes are sneaky. I had a trap set up out back. The damn fox never went in it. I got pictures of him trying to dig the hole up underneath it and get the food from underneath it, which he still couldn't get. Would never go in it.
Yeah, well.
Oh, a smart ass fox.
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's no animal out there as smart as us, but there's some that are very clever and understand how to survive and what to do. So,
John Vega, we're talking about football, but we're talking about eggs too.
there's not a lot to talk about in football except the Super Bowl coming up. So, and it's the dead time of year. There ain't much going on. There's no free agency. There's no schedule. There's no nothing.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of, you have some questions for us, send them on in, John. We'll talk about whatever question you want to ask on football.
Or jump in here and talk with us.
Mr. Derek Simmons.
There's Derek. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, guys? So give me 1 second here. It's not wanting to.
1 second's up.
All right, there you go. I needed 2. Hey, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing?
What's going on, brother? How are you?
Oh, just dealing with this weather again. Finally got home here. Temperature's getting ready to drop. Good old freezing rain. Gotta love it, right?
Yep. My town already has a delayed opening for school tomorrow because of the weather. So
I love my 66-degree weather.
Oh man, I can't wait. Yeah, they already did virtual learning for Hunter. He's gonna be on a computer for like 30 minutes. Marks. He has no classes, but I don't know. I'm not too sure what's going on with mine yet. I'm supposed to travel 2 hours for a stop to do a wheelchair, but we'll see how the weather is. If not, I got conference calls probably.
Well, you see the article that Calais Campbell wants to come back and probably come back from Miami?
No, that is fantastic news. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Gives us something to smile about in the off time. I mean, don't know if it's actually going to happen, but there was an article that says he wants to return. So
Got to pay for that other child he just had. They need that insurance.
Yep.
So you said Bevel's coming back. We got our defense coordinator's coming back. It's all lining up. It's all lining up to keep us ready to rock and roll. Getting more and more excited for the next season.
I hope so.
that's all you can do is get excited for the next season. So, hope that the main players stay healthy and, they show up for meetings on time and show up for practice on time. And Mike starts putting his foot in a little bit of ass here and there. And
right.
That's your wife walking behind you?
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills woman.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, she's from Buffalo. I can't rise on her too bad, but
yeah, you can.
At least you don't like football that much, so that helps. And she's like, my team made it farther. Ooh, you want a cookie?
They're still on the couch. You're playing golf, same as us.
Yep. You're just the fourth loser instead of the
first loser.
Yeah. So. But I've been seeing the top for mock drafts. Everybody's still going after Starks for Georgia for us.
Well, see, what was the one I seen today? Justin Simmons.
He's in Atlanta, or is it a college Justin Simmons?
There's a college Justin Simmons.
I'm on board. Then I can have a jersey by him. We'll be good then. So, but if we got Campbell coming back, that's where we need to get somebody that get a solid defensive lineman and learn from him, and just hopefully we get somebody that's like a sponge and just can learn everything off Calais, because that's prime stuff that he knows. You could teach him, so that'd make it nice.
Yep.
So I keep saying the Dolphins need to sign Calais to 1 year, $2 million. We don't want you to play a ton. We just want you to help the youngsters out on the offensive and defensive line. And if we need you, get in there. If we don't, you get to collect the check and never walk on the field.
Yeah, even just using for third downs, but be a rotation player. But I think he's gonna want to be a leader out there. So we just got to make sure he takes care of his body, which he has been, because he don't last this long. But just don't overwork him, And
no, listen, that guy, I forget what it says. He spends $250,000 a year to bring people in to take care of him.
I think it was actually $300,000.
$300,000, yeah. He spends a lot of money to have certain people fly in and make sure his meals are done right and his workout is done correct. This guy spends a lot of money on keeping himself the way he is. That's why he's lasted so long.
Another thing the Dolphins need to do then is just, help pay for that to keep him there as well. Give him a little bonus, to help take care of that stuff even more.
That and turn other players onto it. Damn.
Right. Do some kind of incentive to get, Chop and, Sealer and all them guys on board together.
Yeah, I mean, if the guy's lasted this long, and part of it is genetics, part of it's luck, part of it's taking care of himself, so every factor goes into it. But, damn, if he's lasted this long, man, he ought to be giving those phone numbers of who he uses to every single guy.
Right, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to next season because you got Chop. We'll have Chubb back. Let's hope that Phillips is healthy. Let him take his time, gain some weight back. Calais there, and then we draft one or two defensive linemen, or at least one, and then get two guards and then a safety for Holland. I'm telling you, I think we're going to be all right.
Yeah, and we still need a thumping linebacker. We need somebody that can fill holes and hit people.
Well, is Brooks still under contract with us?
Yeah, Brooks will be there, but Brooks is side to side. He's not really a thumper. He can cover. He can run side to side. He's got good speed. He's got anticipation, but he's not really that thumping linebacker that's going to go through one of the gaps and just slam into somebody. Like a Zach Thomas, Brian Urlacher, or Ray Lewis.
Yeah, Dalton did real well for us. I just don't know if we're going to be able to afford him. Or that'd be nice to keep somebody like him, or draft a young guy to mentor. But we definitely need a linebacker that could cover a tight end. Because man, when Walker Jr. was out there, every tight end ate us up. The Cardinals game, Bowers.
Here's one of the mock drafts that has picking Starks, a safety from Georgia, on round 1.
That's the guy I've been seeing about it. Watch some film on that guy. That guy is impressive. He looked like an old school Jordan Poyer, an Ed Reed, like kind of type player. The guy's a ball hawk. He is all over the field and he lays the lumber to you. He ain't afraid to hit you.
Well, that's how Holland was the first 3 years, and then all of a sudden this year, he didn't want to touch anybody and couldn't do a damn thing.
Yeah, you would think, especially in a contract year, why you wouldn't try to like ball out to get extra money? Like he would have balled out. He cost himself 30-40 million by not doing as well as he did.
Yeah, especially when the team needed you.
Right. I will say this right now. Put it on the record right now. We're gonna have a top 3 defense if everybody stays healthy, and teams are gonna be scared of us. I just have that feeling. Weaver has that mentality like Baltimore. Our Ducks are starting to line in a row. I think we're gonna be good.
There's another one that has us picking a linebacker at 13 from Georgia also, Jalen Walker.
That's another really good guy. And then, we even have, what is it, Tisdale or something, 41. He's always on special teams. Why are we not giving that guy a chance? He's a Georgia guy.
Yeah, but they've given him somewhat of a chance a couple years ago, and he's just dead weight right now, it seems like.
I've never really seen him on the field hardly. I mean, they put him in when he was young, but, it takes a year or so. He's definitely got speed. He could cover.
Well, we talked about that last week, getting rid of the dead weight. Tyndall, don't see him out there. Who was the other one?
Kamara, who we just drafted, though.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Kamara. There's another one, Tyndall, and
well, Kamara is more like he's like a Phillips. There, he's like a pass rusher kind of guy. He's not one of the coverage guys.
I know who you're talking about, Johnny, and I can't.
Yeah, we got 2 of them that we just haven't seen much of them, except maybe on special teams and here and there. But Tyndall
Smith, we were talking about.
Yeah, Cam Smith.
Yeah,
they're not going to make it. Cut them. Get rid of them. Draft. Put new guys in there.
Yeah, Cam Smith struggled. I think they broke him. I think Vic messed with his mental, because he was one of the top cornerbacks coming out in the draft. And
yeah, but it doesn't mean it's going to transfer over to the NFL. It's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Is you're taking these kids, and yeah, they're great in college, and they look fantastic, and they play well, and some of them have a lot of heart and talent, and some of them have the talent and no heart, and some of them can't transfer the talent to the NFL.
And what gets me, I'm looking at a lot of these mock drafts, and a lot of these guys that are being picked in the first round are all still juniors in college. And it makes me think that they had their best year so far as a junior. They want to get out while they can.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, if that year is good, though, you should be able to make money in college the way things are now.
Right.
Yeah, but not every college guy is going to make millions.
No, I look at it. I look at being able to fall back on things. Get your degree, also, finish up, get your degree, and then then go, for the draft. And if you get in the NFL, if things don't work out, at least you have your degree to fall back on with something, whether it's whatever it may be.
Yeah, but see, the new thinking now is I'm not going to worry about the degree. I want to get in the NFL, make money. If it doesn't work out, only have 1 year of college left.
And a lot of these guys, are only there for football. And a lot of these guys, IQ and all that, and trying to graduate for college, they're, it's not really there. They came for football, not their smarts.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, when you play football, I had a son play D3 school, and he made the dean's list the first semester because they gave him one of his classes was weightlifting. Well, damn, he had to do weightlifting for football anyway, so he got an A in that.
Right.
And he makes dean list the first semester. Second semester, he had some harder classes and didn't make the dean's list. His GPA dropped a little bit, but they cater to the athletes, and they always give them one easy class every semester to make sure there's an A in there. And, as long as you're performing and you're out there doing what you're supposed to, they make sure your grades stay up.
And I definitely think it's definitely risky drafting a junior, but you got to see it on their point too. They're trying to get paid before, it only takes one hit and then their career could be over.
Yeah, and I'm not opposed to drafting juniors. Most of them are 20, 21 years old, so they got a few years to still develop physically because guys don't fully mature physically, muscle wise, until they're 25. That's why most athletes, their prime years are 25 to 30, because mentally they're there, physically they catch up, and that's when their prime years happen. So.
The only thing that worries me is like some of these younger guys, for example, look at Cam Smith. He had the ability. He's got the talent. I just think Vic and they had some bad games and they mentally broke him. Just like Ingbanaga that was with the Commanders.
Igbanagme,
yeah. He I pronounced his name wrong. Sorry. But yeah, he struggled. Now look at him at the Commanders playing well,
He had a great year this year.
Right. And I have a feeling now. I really do. I think if Cam Smith goes, he'll go somewhere else and do all right. I had high hopes for him to where he could eventually take over as cornerback, send Ramsey back to free safety and help out back there and let him be the ball hawk that he needs to be because Ramsey's getting burnt. He's getting up there. He's just not quite as physical, but I think he would do better back there. But we can't let him go back there because we have nobody right now. I mean, I'm not putting Cater over there. I'd like to see maybe some, like with Bonner or somebody, even transition him back to a free safety or something to give him a chance.
Yeah, and you got other guys that, for some reason, look at Nick Needham. Was healthy, didn't play much this year, and we don't know why.
Right. But we definitely got to get a linebacker. We need to get a fast linebacker. That's why I said I'd like to see if Tyndall can have another shot, or somebody quick like him. But I don't know. Maybe we get lucky and Weaver can help train him a little more. We'll see. But I don't know. Because he's got speed. You need somebody big, tall, and fast. He can tackle, We've always struggled against the tight ends. It's been
but a lot of teams do. I mean, you look at it, and Travis Kelce has made a career out of teams struggling to cover him.
Right. I mean, that's your secret weapon right there. You could try to cover it. You put a quarterback on him, you're getting run over. You put a linebacker, you're either getting burnt or you're kind of staying with them. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Yeah, I mean, Gronk made a living just because he was so big and you couldn't put a linebacker on him. They weren't fast enough to keep up with him. You couldn't put a corner on him. They were too small to they could keep up with him, but all you had to do was throw the ball in the air and they couldn't touch it. And, Tony Gonzalez did the same thing. And, your good tight ends, it's tough to cover them.
Right. No, hey, what's your guys' thoughts on two guys, Jalen Milroe from Alabama, and then we got Jason Taylor's son that's big tight end that can block pretty good out of LSU.
Well, Milroe, I said, if we can get him in the fourth round or something, great, take him. Jason Taylor's son, yeah, the name is there. I'm not sure he had that great of a college career. If you can get him in the fourth or fifth round, yeah, take him.
I
Yeah, I
think
don't-
there's a possibility to get him undrafted. I
Hey,
think.
yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, and Dad was there, and he's still at, the U, so the kid will be right at home, and I'm sure he spent plenty of time in the facility and the stadium and everything, so that part's not going to bother him. But
He's a big dude. He looks big, physical, and strong. I haven't watched a whole lot of film on him, but even if he could help block a little bit too and run like a dual tight end, or even put him on the line and put Smith out as a slot. Even I mean, there's so much there.
yeah, they used Janu a lot, and this after the first 4 games, and I'd like to see him use him that way the entire 17 games.
Yeah.
Because if you put him out there where that is back, when our offense was hot 2 years ago, and then you get a tight end to start throwing to a tight end, they're going to key on him, and then you got Hill going deep, you got Waddle deep. It's there because I know they're going to try. They stopped us. They played the 2 high safety, stayed 15 yards out. They knew exactly where to stop Tua. And then I've seen some reports that Tua hired Tom Brady's coach. Coach help him in the offseason, so they're trying to get more velocity. We just got to find a way to beat that. And then, we got Achane back there. You got Wright in the backfield. If we could just put it together on paper, we got one of the best teams. That's the problem. It's on paper. It's like talk. Talk is cheap. You got to show. You got to put the work in and show it.
Yeah, well, I said all year we had a great roster. We didn't have a good team.
And then I think the worst part is McDaniel and them guys showing up late, and then Poyer's wife coming out and talking smack, saying that they don't want to show up on time and doing this and that, and the whole buddy system. People got to start being held accountable, and
yeah, that shit's got to stop.
And it's time to move. It's time to move Darrell Bevel, from quarterback coach to an offensive coordinator. We got lucky we didn't lose him. We got real lucky. And I think he's the one. That's really helping Tua succeed.
Yeah, well, I've said it too many times. Mike's great at designing plays. He's not great at getting them in. He's not great at calling them in the right situations. Yeah, you got to get a fresh set of eyes in there and let somebody else make the play calls and let Mike be the head coach.
Yeah, we wasted way too many timeouts, delayed games by not getting that stuff in. That's something that's crucial. And you start getting these guys in a rush, and then we had how many false starts. It's just McDaniel keeps coming back and saying, "Oh, it's execution." Well, the execution starts with you. If he doesn't get the stuff right, it just trickles down. Everything rolls downhill. So he's just got it. He's got to do something. He's got to get over the ego.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
If he wants the title of Miami Mike, like we had all these shirts and everything made, you know what I mean? I think all that stuff went to his head. It's time to reel it back a little bit and give up a little bit of something, to get us back where we need. I didn't really care for the comments that Tyreek said we need to make the roster better. The roster's there. It's time. He should have been like, well, we need to be more accountable instead of having a better roster. You can't get a better roster on paper than what we have. It just comes down to accountability.
2 offensive guards, yeah, that might have been what Tyreek was talking about, giving 2 a little more time. You're Tyreek, you need, as fast as he is, he still needs time to run the route, and when he can't run the route properly because the offensive line ain't blocking, yeah, it is a problem.
Yeah, Eichenberg's got to go.
Let's take a quick commercial break, guys.
Sure.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
Chef Jew, Miami-Dade, Palm Beach area. Look him up. Get his good food and sweet treats.
Them sweet treats make me extra hungry. My goodness. Paul, you need to get us the hookup for that cheesecake now, okay? That's
You
looking.
don't need to hook up. You just got to reach out to Chef Drew, have some money in your pocket, and he'll bring it right to tailgate for you, brother.
Oh, that's no problem. I would like to meet the guy first, and then help him. That stuff looks good.
Oh, he's at tailgate every week. I mean, he's there. Such a nice guy. He's a pretty quiet guy, from what I've seen. But very nice. Understands what he's doing. His cupcakes are fabulous. You bite into them; they're nice and soft and moist, and the icing that he puts on them is good. So I didn't have the cheesecake because Pop Paul don't share. So.
He probably blended in, and he was probably there at East 12. I probably walked right by him, not even had a clue that it was him. He was there.
Probably
did several times.
Yeah, remind me this year when you come down. I'll introduce you.
Yeah, Paul, let's try to do something with him and do order a bunch of cupcakes, and then we could try to I can buy some, and then what we can do is we could sell them at East 12 and try to do it and donate it to the cancer challenge or something you want to do. Maybe we get a couple dozen or something like that and try to see if we could sell something to a fundraiser or something towards the Dolphins or Boys and Girls Club or anything like that. Something, any little thing counts, be cool to do. So.
Yeah, Chef Drew made the cake for the wedding. That was at East 12 this year, so.
That cake? Oh, my, that was good. I had to try a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm a big boy. I eat cake.
Yeah, Chef Drew made that cake.
It was good. Even though it was the icing, it's real good quality icing when, it's melting like that. That's quality there.
He made the cake for Maria's birthday and brought that one. And that one we actually saved the icing because we left it in the truck till we were ready to cut it. So.
Now, did you guys see the Facebook post from Sports Babe 305, Ashley, when she put something about Australia? Has it just been confirmed that it's going there in 26? They haven't has it been guaranteed for 26? So
I believe so, yeah. And the Rams are supposed to be playing. I think that's what she put up was the Rams in 2026 in Australia.
Wonder when they would play that, because they're the opposite. It's super hot over there during our wintertime, isn't it? Ain't it the opposite?
Yeah.
So you almost would have to probably do that at the beginning of the season, I guess, right?
Probably.
No, it'd probably be later in the season because early in the season would be their wintertime.
Yeah, their wintertime's still pretty warm there, but their summertimes is it's worse than Miami heat. I don't know where they're playing at though. I mean, Australia's pretty big, but Melbourne, right? Would be Melbourne.
Yeah, I believe it said Melbourne.
And the time travel there is quite a bit different.
Yeah.
Ain't it like a 20-some-hour flight, probably?
It's a long one. I know that.
Whoa. That'd be brutal. And then try to play. You'd almost have to go over a week early just to get there.
Yeah, and you'd have to have to buy the week after because there's no way because they're like a day ahead of us. So if it was a Sunday game, it would actually be Monday over there. And then by the time you leave, you're coming back, you gain the day, but you got to have time to, relax and get more accustomed to the time you came from.
Right.
And the thing is, over there, especially for fans, flights are not cheap whatsoever.
Yeah.
You're talking a couple $1,000s a pop.
Oh, more than that.
Ooh.
The last time I looked for me and the wife, just one way was going to cost us $5,000.
Ooh. Probably one of the only few people you'd see over there. You'd probably see Ashley and them go if it was a Dolphins game, and then Barker would probably go. They don't miss any games, but that's probably got to be the farthest international game so far, right?
Well, I think it's probably the farthest international game you can have.
Yeah. Well, I guess the next one would be if you went to China. Which would be almost, I don't know. That's completely, it's all the way around the globe. Whew. That would be tough for them guys to, that'd be super hard. I know they say all their athletes, they need to suck it up, but man, that'd be rough.
That
You know
jet,
what, you know what cracks me up is they're doing all these international games, which is fine. You know, they're trying to expand and get more fans. But how come we ain't had a game in Hawaii or Alaska?
Because it's the U.S. market. They want that all at international. It's not considered international.
Yeah, but still, I mean, have a regular season game for the 49ers or the Rams or somebody over in Hawaii. Have Minnesota go up to Alaska or Seattle, and you know those fans. There's plenty of fans in those states. They deserve to see a game.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
You
But
know,
they're probably doing these international games because it's like a cruise ship. You know what I mean? They don't have to pay all these extra taxes. They can pay different things, and they're lining their pockets even more. You know.
yeah, but if you want to expand the fan base, expand it all over. I mean, if you can find a stadium big enough in a state that doesn't have an NFL team like Utah or something like that, have one of the have Green Bay have a home game in Utah, and this way you're gaining more of your own market right in the area because these people already root for teams.
Yeah, for example, look at St. Louis. I know a couple of people that are in my IT department. They would die to have another game back there. They wouldn't even care. They just want another. Well, they want anybody but the Rams back there. But besides that, I mean, that place was always sold out. Season tickets were always sold. You know.
Well, the thing now is anybody who wants a game, you got to be able to seat 80, 90,000. You know, the game has gotten that big.
Right.
You know, these new stadiums are seating 70, 80,000. You got to be able to accommodate that. And if you can't, I mean, even the Hard Rock, it's actually kind of a small stadium. You know, it's.
Yeah, heck, look at the new Buffalo Stadium. It's only going to hold 60,000 people. They cut out 10,000 seats. It's like, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I don't understand that. And I don't know how the NFL told them, yeah, that was okay.
They probably did it first, and now they're going to regret it.
Listen, if I'm an NFL owner, I want a stadium with 90,000 seats. If I got 20,000 seats empty, I don't care. I'll move everybody down. Hey, all you people in this section, come down here. Fill it up down near the bottom. And, you know, if the team is good, you're going to sell more tickets. If they're not, listen, you can have empty seats underneath the tarp. Who cares?
Right. Look at Jerry World. Place can hold like 80,000 people, right?
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest stadium for the most fans, right?
I don't know. I'd have to look that up. And Papa Paul, you got your phone. Google that. See the largest stadiums in the NFL. For these college games, I mean, you got college games that hold 105, 106,000. Why isn't the NFL doing that? You don't have to sell every seat. It doesn't cost you anything if the seat's empty.
Right. It's just a write-off.
Right. You've already built the stadium.
Right.
You know, and
Then you,
listen, that's where you go to children's organizations and veterans organizations, and you say, listen, we're going to donate 20 seats. You're going to sit up here, but, you know, we'll make sure you get up there comfortably. And you want to build fan bases, man. Build the damn stadiums bigger and have more butts in the seat.
AT&T Stadium,
What do they seat?
100,000.
An old Jerry World.
Yeah. Does it give you the list there, or it's just that one?
I can look up more. I can look up the 8 biggest.
I mean, Jerry seats 100,000. He's in Texas. I mean, how come other stadiums aren't like that?
Right. I mean, because even if you look at, the football, soccer, we call it soccer, football international, their stadiums are massive. Like my brother used to live over in the UK. He said it was super easy to pack in over 100 plus thousand of these stadiums, and they're just wild and crazy.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That's 71,000. Expandable capacity 75,000. Record attendance is 79,330. NRG Stadium is expandable capacity is 80,000. Number 6 is Caesars Superdome, 76,208.
That's New Orleans, right? Where the Super Bowl's at now, right?
Caesars Superdome.
Yeah, that's New Orleans, right?
Yeah. Number 5 is Bank of America Stadium, 74,867.
That's Charlotte. That's Panthers.
Yep. Arrowhead Stadium, 76,416. Lambeau Field, 81,441.
That place is massive. Like it, you know, they could even make the seats even closer together, but stadium's falling apart.
MetLife Stadium, 82,529.
Wow.
AT&T Stadium, 105,000 expandable capacity.
Yeah, so I mean, the NFL should make it mandatory. If you're building a new stadium, you got to sit at least 80,000 people or something.
Yeah.
And then be able to have, you know, add a standing room only section.
Right.
Well, the Dolphins have standing room only sections.
That's the end zones, right?
Yeah, Philly's the same way. When we went to Philly a couple of years ago, we were in the standing room only. It was in the corner of the end zone, but you could see straight through. So,
well, Miami's standing room only areas are in the corner on the third level. There's some seats in it, but it's mostly for standing.
That's where like they got the cool paintings and stuff up on the third, because I think we go by the one section. There's a big bar and everything there.
Yeah, where they have the bars.
I've never been up there. I don't know.
That's where I sit. Front. I like my seat because I see the whole field very vividly.
Now, where are you at, Paul?
338.
338. Okay, so you're still on the home side, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not too far from you. Now I'm 348, and then we got lucky. We got to move down like a few rows. I think we're like went from 23 to 20, and then we were like stuck in the middle. Now we're only like we got 3, 4, 5, 6 now.
Armando Swam, what's up?
That's what I want to do. I'll talk into the people that are beside me, be like, hey, you give me that owl seat, I'll buy you a beer. Maybe 2.
Well, I'm right on the railing, so I'm right in front of the bar, right on the railing.
Yeah, you got good seats there.
Well, I have ADA seating.
Well, then and you could stretch out too.
It's easy to get in and out. No one's sitting right behind you.
One thing I'm disappointed with the Dolphins organization is you would think they'd have a little bit more ADA accessible seating, even the tailgate and stuff like that. It's my background and being in the this industry, they deserve some more rights, and and there's just not nearly enough stuff for people that are handicapped.
Well, this you don't even want to go there with me on that.
Oh, I believe it.
I have season tickets, ADA seats, but I cannot get an ADA parking pass.
What? That's ridiculous.
I'm supposedly I'm on a wait list for that.
What parking pass do you have right now?
Yellow.
Then what? Does somebody just sell you the orange when you come in there all the time?
Yeah, I have a couple different people that'll sell me orange at like $70 and $75.
Nice. If you know anybody ever extra, and then we can do it together. We can tailgate there together. I'm down.
I'm probably going to be parking mostly at yellow parking this coming year, just because of money and everything. Plus, we're going to Rome still.
Awesome. You gonna take a scooter and stuff though?
Huh?
You gonna take like a scooter or anything? or
To
be able
Rome?
to rent it? Yeah, to be able to rent so you can be like,
No, we'll Uber it around and stuff.
but I mean, there's still a lot of walking there. Maybe they
Yeah.
got something in their company you can still rent something, and get a.
Yeah, we'll see.
When you doing that?
November, we're leaving November 1st, getting there November 2nd, and then leaving November 8th on a cruise all the way back to Tampa.
Oh, so you're flying over and then hitting a cruise to come back, or you're doing a cruise over?
No, we're flying over and doing a cruise back.
Nice. You'll be gone for what, like 2 weeks?
3 weeks.
Man, hopefully there's away games there.
Yeah.
Well, even on the cruise ship, they don't have American TV most of the time, so.
You better get that Wi-Fi package.
Oh, I will. I'm not worried about that.
What cruise company you going with?
Carnival. That's what we cruise with all the time.
I went on 2 of them with that. We weren't doing this move and everything. I'd love to get on another cruise. We'll probably have to wait till next year, and then I still got to send my boy to Japan after he graduates college or whatever.
Well, we were going to do another cruise in April of next year, but we canceled that one just because of the whole money situation.
I go on a cruise in 6 weeks.
Yeah, you're doing the Dolphin fan cruise, right?
Yep.
That's through MSC, right?
No. This one is Norwegian.
Is that the one that Maria? Is that the one Maria set up?
Yes.
Yeah, that's too expensive for me.
How much was it to go on that?
Depending on what kind of room you wanted. We paid right around. Tom, Gary, and I are sharing a room, so we paid right around $1,300 a piece.
That ain't too bad. What are you in, like an interior?
No, like a junior suite
That really ain't a bad deal.
with a balcony, and we're on the 900 level. So,
See, we usually pay around anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 for both of us in one room.
You getting all that perks of being a carnival person with all your points, right?
Yeah, I'm a platinum member.
So everybody talks about that. I don't get anything. They offer me they keep giving me these casino credits. Oh, come on, you'll give you $100 casino credit. I'm like, I want a cheaper room.
It happens now and then. Right now, their prices are up there because they're so popular, and I mean they have. I mean, we usually book at least a year out in advance, if not up to 2 years out in advance.
Yeah, I can't plan that far now.
Saves you some money sometimes.
Oh, I know, and then it just makes the bill cheaper. I think the last time we did them in like 4 or 5 months from the cruise.
And the thing about it is, you can actually do, with interest-free monthly payments,
right?
Instead of paying it all at once.
well, that's how Maria set ours up. Was I think it was like June or July we called in to register, and then you had till the middle of November to pay it off, and there was no interest or anything on it. And you didn't have to do monthly. You just had to have the whole thing paid off by middle of November or end of November.
Yeah, but I have mine set up where they just take it out monthly, and I don't have to worry about anything then.
Right.
It's
I
like
don't have to remember to make a payment or anything like that.
It's like a deposit right then. They just take it out like it's a car payment or a truck or house. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was actually on the app today. I paid for the poker tournament, the slot tournament, and the blackjack tournament.
Oh, nice.
What kind of poker tournament?
I believe it's Texas Hold'em.
Okay. See, I would do that in a heartbeat.
I'd play the blackjack. I don't know about how to play any of that other stuff.
Well, the slot tournament was $35. The blackjack tournament was $35, and the poker tournament was $120.
No, I know how to play the slots, but the poker has got me. But when we got on the boat, we followed like like when we did Carnival, you could find like the Facebook page that people would create. Then they always do like this slot pull thing, and then they would do like drinking all around the boat in the different bars. Like I think we paid $20 or $25 each person, and then each time we won. I think we won. There was like 30 of us that were all pick a machine, and then you can put all your money in together and do a slot pull thing. Every time we made over the money, it was nice. And the way this weather is, man, I'd love to get on a cruise right now so bad.
Yeah, once you go on a cruise, it's hard to do a lot of other trips because on a cruise, you're seeing 3 or 4 different places, all your food's included, your drinks. And I mean, when you take that price comparison to a week-long trip in Georgia or something, or in the mountains, let's say, you got to pay for the hotel, then you got to pay for all your food. You gas your transportation to there, and then all your sightseeing around and everything. Right. And it ends up to being 2, 3, 4 times the amount of what a cruise costs.
Yeah, the biggest thing for us that was the most expensive thing was the flights. That's where we'd have.
I saw the wife ducking behind you.
I don't know why she's ducking. She can be on camera. She's
I don't know why she's ducking either. She's not running around topless, is she? Well, if that's the case, I mean.
Yeah, pop on here, man. Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
I'm okay. I can't watch TV because it'll be too loud for this. So.
Yeah, it'll pick up because I'm upstairs here in the kitchen. So
okay.
She's cleaning, packing stuff away. We end up getting a storage place over here. We got a place we can put an extra spot, start putting some stuff because she's got storage up 2 bedrooms that we're redoing. We're getting ready to put new drywall and everything. Get this house hopefully on the market by March 1st. Her and her dad, we're going to put some recessed lighting and some stuff up here and get this place ready to rock and roll.
Are you excited about the moving in Florida?
Yes and no. I don't like all the stress of trying to sell a house and buy a house, but I finally got my kitchen the way I like it and stuff. So I'm just kind of like, but I have family down in Jacksonville too. So, and I haven't seen them in forever, and we got to see them when we went down, and that was nice. And I just kind of need point A and point B. I don't like the whole transition in the middle.
She's got so many family members everywhere. No matter where we go, she knows somebody or she has family. It's mainly family. It's like everywhere. Like I could go to so many games and have a free place to stay. That's why I went to the Buffalo games all the time. We'd stay at her mom's, and she's 20 minutes from the stadium. It's like great.
Yeah.
Then we knew the people, their friends worked security, or we tailgated with them, and she's got the hookups for Buffalo anyhow. So.
Have a good night.
Hawaii and Alaska. So if they ever do games there, I got that too.
Right. Your kitchen must be good because he ain't starving.
Oh no.
Well, we had a pipe burst a year and a half ago, so I got to redo the floor, the counter, the cabinets, and
she had to build everything the way she wanted it.
And now I'm like, now I gotta leave it.
Yeah. Pretty nice. There's one wall here that just ain't painted all the way up top above the cabinets, but it'll be there. She painted it like a teal color here on the backside, which is nice. At least she likes Dolphins colors. That's what makes it nice.
Most people do,
right? Even our wedding was orange and teal.
See, there you go.
It was peach.
Oh, it was
like
peach.
I had peach colored flowers, but it was teal and peach.
Close enough.
When I go to away games and we're all hanging out, people are like, damn, you guys are bright. I'm like, yeah, we're bringing some color to your damn city.
Right. It's brightening it up.
You tell them about that house we did see?
Which one?
We saw a house that we liked online.
Oh, yeah.
And it literally, it was $355,000, but we're like, we need this house as is. Cause like I like turtles and even had turtle bathrooms, that an entire Miami Dolphin man cave.
Oh my God. This thing was bigger than 2 of our bedrooms. Like it was incredible. I was like, she's like, showing. I was like, we need this. Just a little much over our budget.
But yeah, like that. It was all like that. It was this huge man cave. I mean, they even had like the wet bar and everything. And I'm like, we just need this house. Leave all the stuff in this house. Had a pool and everything.
Yeah, but this isn't a man cave. This is my living room.
That's even better. She would probably let me do that.
That's what I sit in every day.
Yeah, the only problem down in Florida, the market is it's just through the roof. And then you got people buying these foreclosures and then trying to fix them up. And then like they look good in pictures and then
Not good areas.
or the area is terrible, or they can't finish the trim, they cut it an inch or two short, or the grout and the stuff in the floors, the tile floors are just off, or the floors are not level. It's like if they're really messing with little things like that, can you imagine what some of the major stuff is? And then we got a budget between 250 and 3, and like that puts us in the middle between we're in the rough area or we're in like a little bit upper area. It's so tough.
And yeah, we found houses that were like, oh, in the price range that were like, this is great. But then we're like, it's literally where we're like, no, don't go, you'll die. Like,
yeah.
So like,
One of the things they told us down there was if the AC unit's got metal grates around it, it's a no-go.
that means it could be stolen. That's how we were hinted that it's not a good area, because the realtor can't say this is a bad area.
Right.
Give you hint.
Did you look at Orange Park at all?
We're looking down there, but we had to stay within 30 miles. I don't know if it's 30 miles away they're going to buy the GPS or why the crow flies, because we wanted to make sure to where Hunter doesn't have to drive super far. But if I could get down in towards Middleburg or Orange Park, yeah, there's some really nice houses in our budget, and the prices are not crazy inflated.
And it's about half an hour, which probably works. But they also told us that if it gets cold, they close the bridges and you can't get to the other side of the water. I mean, obviously you can go all the way down or all the way up, but you can't get over there if it gets cold. So I'm like, well I want to let him get to school.
Well, at least this is the first time, and I think it was like 15 years it got down to like 27 degrees down there, so that kind of helped.
Yeah, with computers though, can't he just do his class online?
I don't know if they offer online class for it, because he's got game design and it is computer science, but I think everything is hands-on now.
Well, that's going to be a minor. He's going to do that as a minor, and then I think he's doing computer science and then a little bit of cybersecurity. So, but we talked to some other people, like the one young lady that was in like the dance and all that and the theater stuff. She actually lives in Middleburg. She just had to she was living on campus there for a little bit and then went back home and then decided to go back on campus because she liked it, more freedom, I guess. But she got a waiver and it was like 34 miles or something like that. Was it 34 or 36?
So somewhere
it was a few miles difference, and they granted it, that's,
I mean, if you have to live with a relative within 30 miles is what they told me. And they said you still have to do a waiver for that. Otherwise, freshmen are supposed to all live on campus.
Yeah, your cousin Chris is only, if worse comes worse, we put his address as their cousin Chris down here, and then they'd be set. Then we can go live in Middleburg. So I never realized, I've never actually physically bought my own first house. I've never bought a house. This is her place. And then we just she already had it before we got married. But man, I got exhausted. We've seen like 18 or 19 houses, and like I was just like, I'm wore out, dude. Like it's always got one or two things you like, but it's missing. You can't find that certain perfect one, or unless you want to spend like $500,000, then you're fine. Then you can have everything you want. But it's crazy. So
we didn't even drive. The guy drove us around.
Yeah, at least they drove us around. I was the first. I ain't used to not having to drive.
Drove us around, and we were still like.
Yeah, they were trying to.
It'd be even worse if you had to drive around because you don't
know where you're going. Yeah.
Right.
Now, Middleburg, is that up above Jacksonville?
No, it's south.
South. Okay.
Southwest, yeah. It's just a little bit below Orange Park. Orange Park's down here, and then Middleburg's right over on the side. That's where my office would be at down there, as long as they keep me there. They're in the process trying to make me like a remote tech / hybrid. They haven't made their minds up. They're waiting around too long. So
but the competitor is over.
The competitor's like closer to Jacksonville, but they already offered. I talked to her, texted her, and I told her what I wanted, and it's like I don't see why we can't make that happen, but we need more of a concrete date. They were trying to hire 4 or 5 techs because they just took up another smaller company, and she's like, what do you want? I got a brand new van out there and everything. She goes, too bad you weren't here now. She goes, I would have hired you up, because I was in there talking with her for half hour. She just asked me little details and this and that. She tried to put me in a little quiz, and she's like, I was like, well, could I call you back for an interview? She goes, oh no, we're doing the interview now. I'm like, okay. Pay me what I want. You got to at least pay me what I'm getting, up here. So I'm hopefully I need at least a little bit of increase down there to help with a little bit because, you're going to save a little bit in state taxes, but, the groceries a little bit more and all that. Do you guys have any idea, or Paul, do you have any idea, so if we go to transfer our license and vehicles down there, do I have to get inspection?
No.
So that'd be great. Because online it says that you got to get it inspected when you're transferring from another state. Because I got my
online it said if you're buying a new car, like basically your initial inspection, like when you get a new car, but it might be at the dealership or whatever. But if
no, you'll have to pay an impact fee.
What's that?
It's just if you never had a tag on a vehicle in Florida, there's an impact fee.
How much is that?
It varies. I mean, it'd be $400 or $500 sometimes.
Okay. Because we're bringing three vehicles. I'm pretty sure, definitely two, but my truck and her. Well, it's my car, but she takes it. Or
I have a 2003 Chevy Cavalier that my grandmother gave me.
I think it keeps running. It won't die.
It goes. So I'm running it till it dies, but he said it won't make it there.
I don't know if it'll make it all the way down there.
Well, let it die there.
Yeah.
So you can always tow it.
That's what I said.
That's what she said. And then she went, I got to find somebody to drive my truck if we don't do like pods or something like that. Or
and so we can stuff the car full of stuff. And we can either tow it or put it on a trailer.
You ain't fit hardly anything in that little Cavalier.
Hey, you put all the stuff in there that you need immediately.
Right. She's gonna make me put my truck to work.
That's the point of having a truck.
That's my luxury ride, my lifted F-150. I just need to paint it up like Papa Paul's, and we'll be set.
I told you, I'll just sell you mine.
Oh, that'd be nice. We get my truck paid off, and then I'll be good. It'll be paid off before we come down. So that's an old.
I even have a step ladder in the back of the truck for the wife to use to get in.
I'll need that. I have to crawl in the truck.
So, everything's looking good. Looking forward with the Dolphins. Looking for the big move. Like it's just everything's going. All of our ducks are in a row, and we're ready to rock and roll. I'm excited. Come down there. Hopefully, me and Paul, me and you could do some kind of get in some more charity events, stuff like that. And I just want to be, helpful as much as possible. And just it's been a lifetime dream to do all this, and it's coming there. So,
it's a little after 9. We're going to go ahead and call it a night.
Yeah, it's getting late.
It was a whole lot of football. Bye, Mama.
Yeah.
Let her watch TV now.
Y'all, thank you for everyone joining us. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Huddle Sports Network. Peace, love, and fins up, everybody.
Peace, love, and fins up, Paul.
Take care, guys.